Hi guys, 5 signs your partner might be cheating you in a long distance relationship. Yeah guys, let's dive into the video. Okay, you're highly welcome to our channel today. Long distance relationship are for special kind of people with special kind of mindset, belief, and special kind of conduct. Yes, long distance relationship can be very tricky to navigate. To be honest with you, communication is what keep long distance relationship flowing. Without communication, there will be a bridge of contact, there will be a bridge of connection, that mutual understanding will not be there, bridge of understanding and all that. So if you are one of those special people with special mindset, with special ability and capability that are into the long distance relationship, come closer. I want to tell you few signs you will see from your partner. You will know that your partner might be cheating on you. I will always use the word might because sometimes you cannot just jump into conclusion. There might be reason behind the action or the sign. You just have to look down, dig deep to figure out before you conclude, before you react. Okay, like I said, it's very tricky. But then when you see majority of these flags, these signs, when you see almost all of these signs I'm going to be outlined here, you should know that he or she has started cheating on you. Number one, okay, when you observe a sudden change from your partner. One, when one partner suddenly change and always phone busy to conversate with the other, like you already program your days or plan out time for conversation. You already have fixed time for conversation, and during this period you or your own side is trying to be available to chat or to call, and suddenly he or she is always giving one excuse or the other to spend more time or time on other things that seems to be more important now to him. Okay, that is one of the signs that he is losing interest in you. He don't want to spend quality time anymore with you. You now have things that are more important that he spend his time with, even when the time is being fixed from the genesis that this is when I do have my free period from workplace. This is when I am always at home. These are the things you and your partner should plan at the beginning stage of your long distance relationship, so that you will not call, or your calling or texting will not clash with the time he is actually busy. And when him or she start denying you opportunity or attention during this particular time, you see there is a problem, because without communication there will be room for huge problem, huge obstacle, huge breaking point, especially cheating, because since he cannot finish working and come back to your location, you cannot get through with your daily activities and go back to him. That time he has to rest at home, that time he's done with his work and duties out there. When he's at home, it should be a time for you both to mingle and tangle, discuss and iron things out, or have fun time. Okay, so number two, getting a defensive response from your partner. For instance, we said number one, when he start denying you of that time, agreed time for conversation or attention. When he start denying you that time, and maybe you try to question him about why he is too busy now, why he doesn't have time for you anymore, and he give you a defensive response such as, will I always be there to talk to you, or don't I have other things to attend to, or he gave you a defensive or respond, meaning that you shouldn't bother about that loop. They shouldn't bother about that, what will I call it, that bridge. That's his shortcoming. You shouldn't question him. You don't need to ask questions. You should just take it the way you see it. When your partner gives you such attitude without having to explain to you clearly the reason for what he have done, it is a problem. It is a sign. Like I said before, he is losing interest leco by leco, and he don't want to come out openly and tell you, stop calling me, or stop disturbing me, or I don't need you anymore. He might use this nice dumping pattern, trying to deny you of attention, trying to use the defensive response to you when you try to question his attitude, unpleasant attitude to you. He tried to use this defensive method to shut you up. No explanation, no conversation, like no explanation or tangible reason for his attitude or her attitude. Okay, you can easily get angry and hold that as a point, maybe not to call you again. Okay, partner who have something cooking in his cupboard will easily get upset, get angry and aggressive at all points. Okay, because he is now looking for trouble. He's no longer contented. He's no longer comfortable with that conversation. He's not looking for trouble. He's not looking for a means to break up or something to hold him to break up that relationship. Another sign that your partner might be cheating on you is when they start hanging out with friends and being vague or sneaky about it. They don't explain, they don't tell you or in details the friends they go out with. They go out with a strange friend of them, like not telling you is this person or that person. If they constantly and suddenly go out on a dinner date with friends, known friends, or go out on a social meeting with unfamiliar friends without explanation, especially when they find it very difficult to give a concrete or clear details or where this meeting and dinner dates take place. They find it difficult to give detailed explanation of the friend they went out with, or the particular place, the venue for the meeting, the venue for the dinner. They don't want to disclose all this to you. My dear, something is fishy. It is possible that they are chasing on another suitor, spending time with another suitor or partner or lover, or they have fallen in love in a new hand and they don't want anything to stop them from hanging out, because you must look for a way to provide time or create chance when you fall in love. So they have to use this meeting, social meeting, dinner date with friends to wash or brainwash you, to make you not to bother them, to make you give them free hand and access to continue playing the dirty cheating game they have newly started. The cheating partner might suddenly decide to pull away by withdrawing attention, withdrawing access, availability on connection. They suddenly become unavailable, unconnectable, unreachable through their cell phone. They try as much as they can to make communication to be quiet. When communication has gone quiet, they might be up to something. They try to avoid regular basic communication with you. Most time, even on their free time, they try to pull out by not being available. They will always come up with the excuse of network connection is very poor, there is no network service on my cell phone. The cell phone becomes switched off. They might give you excuse that there is no access for them to charge their phone, that their battery is low. They can cook up any story to cover up the gap, for them, to enable them hang out or spend time with their newly found lover whom they are cheating you with. thing they do is not picking your call whenever you call. You might be calling and give them maybe like 5 missed calls, 6 missed calls with nobody answering you, and they will end up telling you maybe they are busy, or far close to their phone, or they are far from their phone, or maybe they plug it somewhere where it is charging. It could be possible that they are busy with something else. But when this constantly or continuously repeats itself, when it is now becoming a pattern, and it is not usually like that, it is worth looking into, it's worth checking. All right, because when communication go blank, blunt and quiet in a distance relationship, what then do you both share? How then do you both bond? How then will you both communicate? How then do you cuddle? How then do you share? How then do you express? How then do you relate to each other? There is no relationship anymore. The relationship is dead. So that is the major reason why you should why you should always check on your partner or spouse, how much time and attention they give to you, and voice out when it is not actually conducive to you. And look for a means to figure it out, to settle them out, and don't jump into conclusion. Don't come and say because of these reasons you are going to do something crazy to your partner in a distant relationship. But when you observe all these signs I outline here in your distant relationship, please sit up. Something might be wrong. I love you. So the earlier you figure out what is exactly wrong, the better for you. Try and find out if your partner have a genuine reason for the signs you observe. The default, like I said earlier, distant relationship is not for everybody. Yeah, because some people can handle it while some cannot. To some people, it is a breaking point because physical absence or space in couples or in a relationship leave room for esteem errors, unexpected errors. Okay, so check very well if you actually fit in that mindset and that capability of people that can handle long distance relationship before you step into it. And if you find out that it's not suitable for you, please, the earlier you open up to your partner, the better for you. That is why communication is must to make things work. It is a must. Communication and transparency, they must to make things work. That is why if communication and transparency is not handled and displayed to its best ability, there could be pretty big relationship issue loading on the way. Quit cheating is one of them. Remember, space among couple creates room for error. So do well to check, verify, and be sure if you and your partner is in the right place, in the same track, to avoid waiting for nobody with intention of waiting for somebody, or being with somebody when you are not with them. Like, there's an old woman in my place that time that describes such relationship as odimanu, like when you have a partner and you don't have a partner. Like, you have someone in your mind, you both are together, but out there is no longer with he or she is having someone else in their life that is more superior, or they prioritize more than you. Okay, so do well to check, look out for signs, do well to communicate, question, and balance the relationship to know if it is in the right order. Okay, I love you. Remember, my intention is not to shatter any home or relationship. Okay, our intention is to help build a solid, standard, healthy, quality, peaceful, and productive relationship to all the adult couple out there, especially when it has to do with African, so be it African couple, okay, African in-laws, African lovers, Jinasike lovers out there, or any other person who love what